This is Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior. You're fanging and banging and watching the Nation's Network. That's right. Want some? Get some? Bad enough? Take some. Again, you're fanging and banging and you're watching the Nation Network.
Good evening, wrestling fans, and welcome once again to the Nation Network. This is the WWF Superstars of Wrestling. Mean Scheme here along with the one and only Jesse the Body. And tonight, Jess, are you ready for the action?
Well, you know what? We've been waiting for this for weeks and weeks, and it's just been building up. I've told you and everybody that would listen that Chump Hogan can't be trusted. And what happened? The first chance he had to go up against the Macho Man for the World Heavyweight Championship, he won the title, but how did he do it? He cheated. Well, tonight the Macho Man looks to get even.
Well, indeed, the Macho Man Randy Savage will be trying to get back at Hulk Hogan. The title not on the line here tonight, but we know that it will be up for grabs at WrestleMania. And all roads lead to WrestleMania.
Well, I'll tell you, all roads do lead to WrestleMania, but at the same point in time, hey, this is that time of year where absolutely anything can happen. And as they say, the writing's on the wall.
Well, we're going to kick things off by sending you up to the ring for our opening contest.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 221 pounds, Barry Howard Hicks.
Well, Barry Horowitz making his way up to the ring. Here's a dude, he's a very talented wrestler. He's just not real good at getting victories. And I'm one of those guys that really looks at the bottom line. And when it comes to Barry Horowitz's bottom line, it's not very good.
Well, to your point, Barry Horowitz indeed could use a few more wins in the win category. And tonight, perhaps, although it won't be an easy road for him. Here comes the opposition from Sweetwater, Texas, formerly one half of the World Tag Team Champions.
Sweetwater, Texas, weighing in
Barry Windham, and who is this?
Whoa.
Scarlett, I have no idea who Scarlett is, but
Doesn't matter, she's with Barry Windham right now, and that's a new thing.
well, of course, Barry Windham, the son of the legendary Blackjack Mulligan. He and Mike Rotundo were the World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champions. Barry striking it out on his own here tonight, going up against Barry Horowitz, a man who has definitely traveled the roads of the World Wrestling Federation.
Well, yeah, he's traveled the roads, like I said, but he just doesn't know how to pull into the victory lane, and that's the problem he's going to have to overcome, starting here tonight perhaps, but I don't like his odds. I'm not betting on Barry, I'll tell you that right now.
I'm not sure I can blame you for that one. Shout out to Jesse Messier here in the house, along with Neil Hooper.
Slow ahead if you please.
Referee calls for the bell. They tie up in the middle of the ring, and action is underway here on the WWF Superstars of Wrestling. As we mentioned later tonight, Hulk Hogan, the Macho Man Randy Savage, they will be meeting up as this rivalry continues to heat up.
Well, it's already official that they're going to be meeting at the main event of WrestleMania. The only question is, which one of them will be the champion by that point in time?
Big elbow drop right there by the native of Sweetwater, Texas. Barry Windham comes up with a big knee right to the head of Mr. Horowitz. Went for the drop kick and all. They both had similar moves in mind. And now look at this. Takes him down. Has that crossface wrapped around him and he's pulling back. Barry Horowitz in trouble.
Yeah, Horowitz on the receiving end of the punishment right now, and he's going to have to turn this tide around very quickly before it's too little too late.
And now Horowitz dropping the elbow. Shot to the midsection. Talk about Barry Windham. What a drop kick right there by the big man.
Well, Barry Windham's got a little bit of a mean streak in him here tonight, and I kind of like it. Still want to know more about who Scarlett is and why she's in the corner of Barry Windham here tonight.
I have no idea, but I thought you were supposed to be an investigative journalist. I'm surprised you don't know.
Well, I don't know yet, but I'll find out. I'll get to the bottom of it.
Oh, and Horowitz takes advantage of the situation. And now goes for the cover on Barry Windham. Hooks away, gets two, and he, oh, wow, that was a close one.
Well, it seemed like a lot closer than I would have expected, but at the same time, Windham may have just been conserving energy and taking advantage of that extra second in time.
Horowitz now all the way to the top rope. This might end badly for Barry Windham.
Well, Barry Horowitz is fighting like a man who knows he has to win the match.
Indeed, fighting as if his life counted on it, Barry Horowitz is tonight. As Windham sends him back in under the bottom rope, follows him in. There will be no count out, and there's a big Texas clothesline by Barry Windham and another one. Those lariats catching Horowitz, and now Barry Windham firing it up. Goes for the cover. Will that be enough to keep him down?
Well, he got a 2.25 count right there. Windham thought he had it.
I think the fans here also thought Barry Windham had it. And now going after the leg. Go for the figure for a leg lock. That might be it for Barry. We've got Windham against Horowitz here. The battle of the Barrys going on. And Horowitz going to turn it over. He does.
Well, when we tell you that he's a well-traveled veteran of the ring, these are the moments where it shows up. Barry Horowitz did exactly what he needed to do right there. He is matching Barry Windham. Oh, wait a moment. Here's a problem.
Distracted by the beautiful Scarlett. He just sent him into the referee.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure what's gotten into Barry Windham here, but I'm liking it.
And again, Windham takes him down again with that crossface, and he is pulling back on it. Horowitz in trouble.
Yeah, you can see it in his eyes. He doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank. I've seen that look in opponents before. Normally, the match doesn't go much longer. Windham's got to take advantage of this.
Horowitz now with a nice move right there. What a tremendous suplex. And look on the apron. Scarlett once again getting involved in this match by distracting the referee.
Well, she's probably just pointing out something that she noticed that Horowitz did that was illegal.
Give me a break. Again up on the apron. The referee's going to have to do something about this. You cannot allow this.
She's not doing anything. She's just bringing up some points.
Well, Barry Horowitz right now looking pretty good here tonight. Kicking things off on the Superstars. Going to work on the arm of Barry Windham. Pulling back for all he's worked with that whammy bar.
Well, the shoulder and the arm are not supposed to bend in that direction. Barry Windham right now perhaps taking Horowitz a little bit lightly. Again, we talked about the fact that he doesn't have a very good win-loss record. Perhaps he came in overconfident, and right now that's a problem.
Well, again, Scarlett distracting Mr. Horowitz, and now Windham, what's he got in mind? Oh, this could be that superplex that we have seen from Barry Windham, and it will be the end of the match if he hits with it. Horowitz is up. Oh, look at this. Horowitz escapes.
I don't know what has got into Barry Horowitz tonight, but I'll tell you, some Vegas bookies might be losing a lot of money before it's all said and done.
Windham dropped him across the top rope. That might be it. Oh, career fight for Barry Horowitz.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that. A lot of times you'll hear people say it's a career night, but you're right, it's a career fight for him.
Northern Light suplex, shoulders are down. Barry Windham. Oh my goodness. This crowd on its feet thinking they're about to see an upset.
What a way to kick things off tonight. He got brushed aside by Barry Windham.
Good Lord, he went through the ropes.
This thing is getting completely out of control right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is breaking down.
Speaking of breaking down, we hope that YouTube manages to maintain a signal for a change.
Yeah, it'd be nice to make it through an entire program, wouldn't it?
Barry Windham with a drop kick here in the aisle. Mr. Horowitz in a lot of trouble right now. Sent crashing into the guardrail. Windham is the first one back in. That'll give him an advantage. Horowitz comes in, went for the clothesline, and he missed. And now Horowitz sending Windham to the ropes. Barry Windham gets caught with an inverted atomic. Oh, the fact that Barry Horowitz is still going in this match and having the kind of success that he is, really a tribute. What an elbow!
Off the middle rope, and he caught him with all of that. There's another one to follow it up. I think somebody forgot to tell Barry Horowitz he was supposed to lose.
Boot to the midsection, and now Horowitz, what's he got in mind here? Sunset flip, can he hold him down?
No, he couldn't. At this point in the match, these guys are really starting to perspire. The bodies are very slippery, and it's hard to hold moves like that.
Barry Windham, what an inverted atomic knee drop, and that did a lot of damage to Horowitz. Windham has him up. Wow, suplex, and he threw him. Look at Barry Windham going over the top rope, and now from the top, what's he got in mind? Oh my goodness!
Barry Windham is pulling out all the stops in this one.
Going after the figure four leg lock, and Horowitz gets to the ropes.
Well, that's the only reason he's still in the match, in my opinion. And Barry now working that knee and that ankle, following it up. Smart move right there. That's what you got to do. Pick a body part and stay on it.
Horowitz was starting to roll out of the ring, and then he saw Scarlett there and thought twice. Windham going to perhaps try for that superplex one more time. He's got him locked up. Let's see if he can complete the move this time. Has Barry Horowitz up in the air, and Horowitz manages to escape once again.
And again, Barry Windham goes for the big clothesline and comes up empty. I've got to tell you, I'm shocked at how well Barry Horowitz has done in this match here tonight.
I don't believe it.
Holy cow, somebody call the weatherman, because I think hell just froze over.
Fans, I'll tell you right now, I've seen a lot of things over the years, but this is a shocker. I don't mind telling you, a true shocker.
Here is your winner, Barry Howard Hicks.
We welcome Olivia to the Nation Network. Thank you so much. We'll be back with more here on Superstars of Wrestling. What a shocking opening contest. Barry Windham can't believe it.
Wrestling fans, right after this program is done, enter the danger zone. Jump over and check out J-Rock 73. Tell him Vince sent you.
Good evening, everyone. It should be no surprise to anyone, certainly not to me, that WrestleVerse has absolutely taken the nation by storm this year. And I want to say, you're welcome. Now, it has come to my attention that some of these superstars in the back seem to think that they're the reason for the success. They seem to think they're in control of things. Well, one thing, if we've learned nothing, is that I'm Vince McMahon, and I'm the one who makes the rules. I'm the one who controls things around here, and that's never going to change. So the way I look at it, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the number one or if you're the guy jerking the curtain. You better all fall in line, or you will all hear those magic words. You're fired.
Oh, hold on just a moment. What is this?
Well, perhaps somebody gonna take him up on his offer.
Wrestling fans, if you're enjoying the content here on the Nation Network, we encourage you to check out Blazed Radio. Join Blaze for his unique take on E-Fed Wrestling.
Hey, Walker. There's a shotgun stunner, but long through the table at the same time.
From 2K to AEW Fight Forever, as well as talk show podcasts and NFL Red Zone coverage.
I love that I can listen to football commentary where the important conversations happen, like the rack on the ref.
As soon as we're finished here, jump over to Blaze Radio and tell him Vince sent you.
All right, fans, in the ring at this time. Hold on, look at this from behind. The Young Stallions attacking Mr. Perfect and the Genius.
Well, there's been a lot of bad blood between those two teams for a long time now, but take a look what just happened here.
Well, now the Perfect team, maybe not so perfect, heading into the match tonight with Rey Mysterio. Look at this. They tie up. Mysterio going to try and take advantage of the assault that took place at the hands of the Young Stallions. Titus O'Neil tagged into the match. What do you make of what we heard from Vince McMahon?
Well, I've said that that man's off his rocker for a lot of years now, and now we've got all the proof. It's all right out there. Threatening to fire the entire locker room. I mean, what the hell's wrong with the guy? Never mind, we already know. But the point of the matter is, you saw The Rock along with the Samoan Dynasty come out here. They were ready to take a piece of him. You have to wonder how many other people back there might be thinking the same way.
Well, one thing about WrestleVerse, as we have proven time and time again, anyone goes. Tag is made, and now the Genius from the middle rope, double team.
Well, he and Perfect, in my opinion, really are the perfect team because you've got the perfection that is the ultimate athlete in Mr. Perfect. And then you've got the brains of the Genius. And what kind of better combination could you ever hope for than that?
Titus O'Neil coming in to break up a submission attempt. And now sent back over to the apron, courtesy of the Genius. Focuses his attention now on Rey Mysterio. Roll through, nicely done, and gets out of trouble momentarily at the very least. Quickly follows up with a drop kick, and now the Genius in trouble. 2 count, and he manages to get the shoulder up. And Jess, I can hear it already. If they lose this match, Perfect and the Genius, they are going to blame the Young Stallions for it.
Well, as they should. The Young Stallions have no business in this match. They come out and they attack them before the bell even rings in a match that's not even one with them in it. That's not fair. You didn't see nobody jumping on Titus O'Neil or Rey Mysterio before the match.
Well, perhaps, just perhaps, it could have something to do with some of the tactics that Perfect and the Genius have been importing and implying over the last several months when it comes to the Young Stallions.
Well, then you settle it up in the ring and get a tag team match, but you don't jump in on a match that has nothing to do with it. And it was also a sucker shot from behind. Wow, that's a real tough guy right there.
Look at Rey Mysterio flying with that springboard body press. He might not be the biggest competitor in the ring, but I'll tell you what, don't measure him by his height, measure him by his heart. That's what I say.
Well, he might have all the heart in the world, but sooner or later, a 150-pound body frame going up against a couple of 250 wrestlers, good luck with that.
Going for the cover, save made by Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, I would say that was a perfect save.
Mysterio now heading over to Perfect, not happy with him coming involved. And now look at this, Sunset Flip, oh my goodness, to the floor.
Well, again, the damage done right here. The Perfect team attacked before the match ever began, and now it's just really hard to get back on track, so to speak. They're really just playing catch-up all the time. They can't get their rhythm going, and you can't blame them for it. It's not like they're having an off night. They were attacked. That should be a crime. There should be friggin' police involved in this.
Head-to-head, Rey Mysterio and the Genius, both men exhausted, both men trying to make it to their corners, and the Genius back up to his feet, as is Rey. Mysterio now comes up with that drop kick.
That was a hell of a moment right there between the two.
Mr. Perfect distracting Rey Mysterio, causing him to miss the frog splash.
Yeah, well, how does it feel when you have outside interference?
What a move right there by the Genius. Poffo hooking a leg, gets one, gets two, and just barely out the back door.
Well, this is a smart move right here by the Genius, and that's why he is the Genius. Slow it down, wear him down, catch your breath, and now tag in the fresh man. That's perfect tag team wrestling right there.
And Rey, once again, going for the springboard, but completely overshot his target. Mysterio now heading towards his corner, rolls away, and gets caught in an abdominal stretch. And look at Perfect. He is really contorting him.
Pulling way back on that leg for added leverage. You can feel your ribs starting to snap, crackle, and pop.
Little help from Titus O'Neil gets him out of trouble. And now Rey deciding to celebrate. Slips out the back door. What's he going to do here? Hurricane run on down goes Mr. Perfect. Hennig rolling out to the floor. And now look at this. Rey taking a shot at the Genius.
What the hell for? He wasn't bothering nobody. He was just standing up in the corner minding his own business. What kind of crap is this?
Well, it may not have happened right now, but earlier on there was definitely some chicanery going on.
Oh, give it a break. Nice move right there by Mr. Perfect, taking advantage of a stupid move by Titus O'Neil.
Perfect, former Intercontinental Champion, former World Heavyweight Champion. A former Tag Team Champion. He's held every type of championship throughout his career.
Well, they may not have all been here in the World Wrestling Federation, but indeed, he's got a very decorated resume.
Mysterio and Hennig exchanging drop kicks. Mysterio starting to get the upper hand, however. Snapmare takes over perfect, and now to the ropes. Nice drop kick right to the chest. Mysterio on the apron. The tag is made, and nobody home. He took too much time.
Well, I was just going to say the very same thing. He did take way too much time, and it cost him.
The Genius down in the corner, and Mysterio now going to make the tag to Titus O'Neil. The big man hits with the shoulder block. Titus drops him on the back of his neck right there, tight against the knee. Follows it up with an elbow drop. Charging up, and there's a shoulder block.
Out to the floor goes the Genius, and he landed with a thud.
Indeed he did. We see Mr. Perfect on the outside, just getting back up to the apron.
Well, for the fans that might just be joining right now, it's not because these guys aren't having a great night or anything like that. They were attacked before the match ever began.
We welcome Mark May the Killer to the Nation Network.
Yeah, just don't kill anyone, that's all.
There's a crucifix, got a 2 count. Fans want to thank all of you for joining us here on the Nation Network as we have eclipsed the 2,700 mark subscriber count. Hoping to see 3,000 with 2K24. And now look at this running power slam by Titus O'Neil.
Big right hand right there on the floor. Titus O'Neil stooping to some street savoir-faire on the floor.
I'll tell you, the fans have been treated to a lot of action here tonight. All right, to the eyes he goes, and now the Genius thought he would daze him with that a little bit more. Didn't have the effect.
Well, maybe it did because he sent him to the ropes and wasn't able to catch him on the rebound.
Russian leg sweep, nicely done. And the Genius going to make the tag to Mr. Perfect, who's had time enough to get rested, clear his head, and now he is back. Driving a series of knees right into the shoulder and pectoral region of Titus O'Neil. Fans, if you're just joining us earlier tonight, we heard from the owner of the World Wrestling Federation himself, Vince McMahon. Had some very harsh words for the locker room here tonight.
Yeah, but that's not, bury the headline. The Rock came out with the Samoan Dynasty and basically called him on it.
The Genius getting a 2 count. Titus O'Neil trying to make the save, took out the referee. Big right hand by the Genius, and now Hurricane Rana by the Genius. And Rey Mysterio in trouble. The referee is still tied up on the ropes.
Yeah, well, the ropes right now may be the only thing holding the referee up. He got caught good with that one.
There's a tag, perhaps. No, decides not to. Rey Mysterio groggy here on the floor. Genius for a moment looked like he was going to go after Titus O'Neil.
You got to stay focused on the legal man. That's the one that'll pin you. You can't get involved with the outside interference. I know you want to, but you got to find a way to put that behind you and just focus on what's happening in the ring.
Referee's count has reached 5. They've got a 10 count to get back into the ring. Rey Mysterio just sent the Genius in right to the tag. And now Hennig is back. Mr. Perfect catches Mysterio, turns it around into a DDT. And now going after Titus O'Neil. What's he going to do? Slam him on the floor. And now Perfect back in the ring.
Smart move right there. Takes Titus O'Neil out for a little bit. Now focusing on Rey.
A lot of trepidation in Mr. Perfect as he approached the corner with Rey Mysterio, perhaps thinking he may have been beaten, or I should say baited in. Series of elbows now to the head of Rey Mysterio doing the damage.
Smart move right there. Perfect going to try and take one of the legs out from Mysterio, and if he can do that, there goes the high flying act.
Oh, wait a minute, Perfect flex, but he's in the ropes.
Well, that's just bad luck and bad positioning. That's what they call ring awareness. You have to know where you are at all times inside the squared circle.
And first into the turnbuckle he goes. Tag is made. And now coming off the top rope. Cross body block. There he goes. And the tag is made. What the heck is the Genius doing?
I've got no idea, but boy, he picked the wrong time and the wrong dude, because here comes Titus O'Neil. Oh, he got caught right there. He went for Mr. Perfect, and that's what he deserves. Perfect wasn't doing nothing. He caught him again.
Oh, the third time's a charm, and this time Perfect does feel the wrath of Titus O'Neil as he goes crashing to the floor. Here's the suplex. Couldn't hold him.
Oh, he did actually. He turned it into a neck breaker. That's a brilliant move right there. What else would you expect from the Genius?
Takes out Rey Mysterio. Titus O'Neil back in. The heck was that?
I'm not sure what he calls it, but it was highly effective. Titus O'Neil is down, very slow to get back up, and now here comes Perfect. He caught him with the axe.
That was the move made famous by his father. And now Hennig go for the Perfect flex again. And once again into the ropes.
Well, that's the second time. You can't make that mistake over and over again and still come out victorious. Now he goes for the cover. Did he do enough damage?
I believe he did, but Rey Mysterio easily able to make the save that time. And now, Mr. Perfect outside with Rey Mysterio. Now turning his attention to Titus O'Neil. Big clothesline catches him. Referee's count continues. And they beat the count back into the ring. Neckbreaker nicely done. And again, the pin attempt broken up.
A lot of close calls in this one, and if it weren't for saves being made.
Titus O'Neil fighting his way out. Tag is made. Snapmare takes him over, nicely done. And now Rey Mysterio starting to think he's ready to put this one away. Going all the way to the top rope, could it be? 5-star frog splash, he caught, hooks the leg. And Perfect will make the save. Shoulders are down and another save.
What an unbelievable back and forth battle we're having here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And it all started with a young Stallions attack.
Hurricane roll into a powerbomb. That's got to be it.
Smart move right there by the Genius, though, to roll out to the floor.
Titus O'Neil clearing both men from the ring. The Genius celebrating perhaps a little too much right now at ringside. The referee's count has reached 6. He better get back in the ring quickly before it's too late.
Well, he's a genius. You're not going to have a problem with him counting to 10. He knows how to get back in. He knows when to get back in.
Oh, could be the pump handle slam right here. He's got him up over the shoulder and drives him into the mat, almost through the mat.
And another big save is made. I'll tell you what, the perfect team, they're not going down without a fight. Not here tonight, that's for sure.
Going for the cover now. And another save made. Which of these teams is going to pull off the victory tonight? Fans, we're going to be back with more of this action in just a moment. Stay with us. Attention wrestling fans, if you're having a great time here on the Nation Network, then we encourage you to go visit Dre 41 right after this program. Dre 41 with some of the greatest hockey action you've ever seen, featuring games from Japan that you won't see in the United States. Whether it's professional wrestling, boxing, or just an overall good time, get spicy with Dre 41. Action continues hot and heavy in this one. The Genius making the tag. Mr. Perfect back up on the ropes, taunting a dazed Titus O'Neil.
Well, I'll tell you, the perfect team doing everything in their power right now. But is it enough? I don't know.
Flying drop kick nicely done. And the tag is made. Leaping Lanny back in again. Drop kick takes down Titus O'Neil. Oh my goodness, the Genius in trouble. Walked over to the corner. He's in the wrong part of town. He just got drilled.
Oh, he's bleeding. Take a look over the eye. There's blood flowing down the head of the Genius.
Big clothesline, and down goes Rey Mysterio. Mysterio has him up. And now look at this nice flying head scissor.
Well, the Genius not willing to give it up. As far as he's concerned, as long as he's got a breath in his body, he's going to bring the fight to the game.
Oh, there goes Titus O'Neil. He's got him. Shoulders are down. There's someone there to make the save. There's one. There's two. He got him.
And that is what a Genius would do. Divide and conquer. That's what it's all about. That's what he did, and it got them the victory.
As we take a look back, ladies and gentlemen, indeed, it took everything they had to overcome the odds.
Yeah, well, the odds were stacked against them right from the very beginning, and we all know how that happened. The young Stallions jumped them before the match.
Here are your winners,
A very impressive victory right there for the perfect team. We'll be back with more action here in just a moment. Stay with us.
It's time to grab your popcorn and your soda. Get your favorite candy. And get ready because we are going to the movies. We're going to be watching and reviewing some of the most iconic movies featuring superstars of the world of professional wrestling. Will it be thumbs up or thumbs down? We'll give you our thoughts, you give us yours. Come check us out as we review some of the greatest titles in its genre. Make sure you check out the Nation Network as we take you to the movies.
All right, fans in the ring at this time. Oh, wait a moment!
Are you kidding? Once again, what's going on around here?
The Texas Tornado in the ring for a one-on-one match with the Iron Sheik, but Sergeant Slaughter continuing the war on the Iron Sheik, attacks him and drives him headfirst into the steel steps.
You know what? Maybe McMahon was right. Maybe a lot of people need to get taken out around here. Maybe they all need to find out the hard way that you can't get away with this kind of crap.
From the top rope now. The Tornado coming down with that axe handle right to the head of the Iron Sheik. And we're going to keep an eye on those controversial boots.
I don't want to hear about it. The powers that be have checked those boots out, and they allow him to wear them in the ring. It's just a matter of tradition. It's his custom.
Action on the floor now. Iron Sheik winding him up. Russian leg sweep takes him down. Choking him out now. And the Texas Tornado. He is down, the Iron Sheik having a moment right now.
Well, good for him. I'll tell you right now, everything he does to the Texas Tornado in this match, he's got to be seeing Sergeant Slaughter when he doesn't.
Very possible indeed. Big shot right to the midsection. And again, the referees count. They've got to remain cautious that they don't get counted out. Big right hand, finding the mark. Drop kick takes him off the apron, and now Kerry Von Erich starting to get back in control of this one.
Well, it's not a matter of back in control. He never should have been not in control. He had a major advantage. Sergeant Slaughter ran the Iron Sheik into the steel steps before the match ever began. What's up with this? Somewhere somebody's got to step up and take this thing under control. We can't have this kind of chaos going on a regular basis. And right now, it's all falling apart.
Well, we are on the road to WrestleMania, as we have mentioned, and that is going to bring out some extraordinary... Oh, there's the claw! The Iron Claw on the head of the Iron Sheik, but he managed to grab the ropes.
Another close call right there. Now goes for the cover, hooks the leg. It shouldn't be enough, though.
Iron Sheik, former World Heavyweight Champion, former Tag Team Champion. At the same point in time, The Texas Tornado, former Intercontinental Champion here in the World Wrestling Federation, has held many regional titles throughout his career. We are looking at two of the very best at what they do in the ring right now. Big clothesline takes him down, and now the Tornado driving the knee into the back of the head. The Iron Sheik checking to see if there's any damage.
Well, if he keeps getting driven into the mat head first like that, there certainly will be some damage.
Sleeper hold is on, and the Iron Sheik is down, but he's in the ropes.
Well, yeah, he's in the ropes. How come the referee's not breaking it up?
Well, the Iron Sheik has not made the ropes.
Doesn't matter. The Tornado was underneath the bottom rope. You can't have any competitor with any part of their body under the bottom rope. Those are the rules. Boy, you talk about me.
Inverted atomic knee drop. And now, shot to the midsection. Nicely done. And the Texas Tornado got red suplex, taking a page out of the book of the Iron Sheik. Oh, here comes that discus punch, and down he goes.
Well, that's a mistake in my opinion. He could have put him away right there.
He hit him with another, and this time he does go for the cover. That's going to be too much. No, he got a shoulder up.
Well, the look on the face of the Tornado says it all, and I have to admit I'm echoing those feelings. How in the world did the Iron Sheik manage to kick out of not one, but two of those discus punches? I've never seen that happen before.
Wraps him up in a sleeper hold. He's in the middle of the ring. The Iron Sheik is fading.
Well, yeah, again, he's taken it on ever since before the bell rang, so it's hard to believe that he could possibly be at 100%. But the Iron Sheik just continues to fight back. The Iron Sheik has an iron will here tonight.
Oh, and driving the head of the Texas Tornado into the canvas. And I detect some blood on the head of Kerry Von Erich, who's throwing wild punches now.
Yeah, wild punches that didn't connect, and now the Iron Sheik taking over.
Knees to the midsection. Big knee lift. Oh, wow, that blood's starting to really flow. And the Texas Tornado is going to have to be aware of that, because the referee can take a look and determine that the match needs to be stopped. A sense of urgency perhaps now. Wow, tremendous move right there by the Iron Sheik, slamming him hard to the canvas.
Well, you may not like the Iron Sheik in all of his tactics, but never take anything away from his in-ring ability.
I would never do that. He is a top performer, and you're right, I don't agree with his in-ring work. But you cannot argue with the success that he has had. Oh, look at that. What an insult.
Yeah, he paintbrushed her right across the face that time, and now the Iron Sheik gonna go for a half crab.
The Texas Tornado and a half Boston Crab, and oh, look at this. Oh, he's pulling back on it. He's pulling way back on it. You can see the torque on the leg and the lower back of Kerry Von Erich.
He doesn't even have the ability to pull himself over to the ropes because he's got that so deep.
He managed to grab an ankle and get himself out, but how much damage was just done? Down again, goes for the cover and hooks the leg, gets one, gets two. They say close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. And now the Iron Sheik has been busted open.
Wow, the Texas Tornado just came off the ropes and splashed him right across the back.
And there's that discus again, goes for the cover. Can he kick out of a third one? I highly doubt it. What a victory for the Texas Tornado here tonight on Superstars.
Well, the action just keeps on getting hot and heavy around here.
We take a look back. He hit him with a couple early on. Wasn't able to put him away at that time.
Here is your winner, the Tornado, Harry Von Erich.
Got some battle scars to show for it, but also a victory to show for it.
Well, give the assist to Sergeant Slaughter as far as I'm concerned.
All right, fans, earlier today, we found out about the passing of one of our great legends here in the Nation Network. Former WWE star Virgil, known as Mike Jones, passed away earlier today. We send prayers and condolences to fans and friends, I beg your pardon, here on the Nation Network.
Oh my God, and the match has begun. Oh God! Oh my God!
Looking for some
shit.
game
Cross
banging
the
action?
Holy hell! Wait, Sam is gone. I heard that you can catch chairs. We should try this. Got it. Whoa! That's fucking awesome! Wow. First one to drop and loses. Oh shit! Wow, my ass! Fuck you!
Not just playing games, but breaking games.
Oh no! Oh! So James did a finisher on the top to me and threw me off to the left side of the screen and put me in the crowd. And everyone around me thought that was hilarious. And shouts out to the 2K team member that said, "Wow, I should have known that New Legacy was going to best." Oh!
You know the old saying, and if it isn't broke, don't fix it? Yeah, neither do these guys.
Jesus is eliminated.
Jesus and Santa not having a good night.
No!
From the guys who never met a game they couldn't break, check out New Legacy.
All right, fans, we are back and ready for action, but I was just notified that there has been a change in the lineup here tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on around here.
It's been a screwy kind of night, no doubt about it, from the opening.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 303 pounds, the WWE Champion, the Immortal, Hulk Hogan.
The World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion of the World, Hulk Hogan, was set to be in a non-title match tonight with the Macho Man Randy Savage. However, we're told that the Macho Man did not make his flight and is not in the building.
So who's gonna fill in?
I have no idea. My goodness, what a night it's been, and it just keeps getting crazier by the moment. Who? You're not.
Oh, give me a break! What is going on here tonight?
Oh, this is WrestleVerse.
And his opponent, representing the NWO from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 195 pounds, Eric Bischoff.
Eazy-E himself heading to the ring to challenge Hulk Hogan? Has he lost his mind?
Well, these guys have known each other for a long time. But since Hogan left the NWO, perhaps some bad blood. Normally this man would be over on WCW. Not sure what he's doing here, but at the same time, I have to wonder if he doesn't have something more to do with the fact that the Macho Man Randy Savage is not here tonight.
Yeah, I've got to admit, nothing about this seems right to me at all. It's very screwy indeed.
Referee calls for the bell, and Bischoff, what's he doing? Eric Bischoff heading outside the ring, and the referee trying to hold Hulk Hogan back. What is he doing?
Well, he's striking one of those karate poses of his, and now hammering away on Hogan. He is a trained martial artist.
Bischoff playing up to the ringside crowd here. He doesn't want any part of Hulk Hogan, and I can't blame him. Bischoff back up on the apron. And Hogan with a shoulder sends him crashing to the floor. Bischoff on the floor, and he's going to take a walk. Eric Bischoff is not going to get in the ring with the champion. And he is counted out. Your winner, and the reason he is the WWF World Heavyweight Champion, Hulk Hogan. Hold on just a moment.
Oh, it was all a big ruse.
The Macho Man Randy Savage was here the whole time. Are you kidding me?
The Macho Man looking to get some revenge for the way Hogan took that title at Madison Square Garden.
Hulk Hogan has been laid out at the hands of the Macho Man Randy Savage. You gotta be kidding me.
What is this? What does it look like? Somebody laid out McMahon.